My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I am popularly known as Blessing CEO. Today's vlog is going to be a very interesting one, especially for the ladies. I'm going to be teaching you how to know that your relationship is going to lead to marriage. Yes, you can know. Now, there are things that I'm going to teach you, some small things that is going to show you that this man is going to take you to the altar, that he's going to marry you. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, because I'm going to bring in a lot of interesting spies about relationship and marriage. First of all, how to know that a man is going to take you to the next level, which is the altar, and which is every woman's dream. Every woman wants to be married. Every woman wants a man to take them seriously, especially the men that you love. The first thing you need to understand is, what are you guys talking about? Your conversation is a very powerful tool to knowing where a man is taking you, if he's taking you to the next level. What are you guys talking about? Are you talking about sex? Are you always talking about irrelevant things? Your conversations, your discussions determines. Yes, I am telling you the honest truth. Now, when you talk about your future, when you talk about your dreams, when you talk about your inspirations, when you talk about your visions, these are important discussions you need to talk about in marriage, in a relationship. Now, there's something you don't understand. When a man do not want to take you serious, he's going to shy away from this kind of conversations. Every time he's asking you, hello, show me your nightwear. Hello, can I see the color of your bra? Hello, what are you wearing? Hello, who are you with? He brings up irrelevant discussions to distract you. He never tells you anything about his job. He never tells you anything about his dreams. He never tells you anything about nothing about him, nothing tangible about him. And that is the difference between a wife and a girlfriend. The difference between a wife and a girlfriend is what you know about the man. Girlfriends don't seem to know so much about a man than a wife does. A wife simply means, I know you in and out. We've talked about it. I know your flaws. I know what you want to do. I know your dreams. I know what you want to achieve. I know what you've done. Conversation is very, very powerful. So if you want to be sure that a man is taking you to the next level, you need to be sure of what you're discussing in that relationship. That is the honest truth. So women get into a relationship and they don't even know what to talk about. When you guys finish having sex, you guys are done. And many times it's because many of you do not know what to talk about. That's what used to lead to misunderstanding. Exactly. Sometimes people are always talking about irrelevant things, and it's when you don't have a tangible communication to talk about in a relationship, that's when you start hearing, who are you with? Who did you call today? Who did you not call today? Who are you calling tomorrow? Who waiting you here? All those irrelevant stuff. Is because many times many people do not know what to talk about. Sometimes you even run out of conversations. That's when people begin to tell you, can I see what you're wearing? Strip for me. Can we make love on the phone? And all nerd world. But trust me, when you are connected to somebody, people can never run out of what to say. Either you're discussing about your futures, where you want to be, your dreams, and it will always be an interesting conversation. How many kids would you like to have? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What are your dreams? What do you want to become? If you hit 1 billion naira today, what are you going to do with it? If you hit 3 million, what are you going to do with it? How do you intend to expand? Those are the kind of futuristic conversation. When a man starts to discuss futuristic conversations with you, trust me, he is likely going to marry you. Except something up comes up. Except maybe genotype, family issues, or any other obstruction comes up. But trust me, when a man starts to communicate to you about his future, where he's going to, trust me, there's a tendency that he wants to marry you. Number two, when you want to know that a man is going to marry you, he brings you close to his family. I know a lot of men scam with that, but trust me, it's except somebody that have a strong ulterior motive or a strong fuck boy. But a man brings you very close to his family when he wants to take you serious. Why? Because he is trying to make his family understand that I want to get responsible. I want to be actually a very tough thing for a man to own up. So when he does that, he simply tells you that he wants to take the next step. It's a step. You know, when you want to get married to people, it's step by step. It shows you some level of seriousness that, this man is taking me to the next level. So he's going to take you to his family. He wants to bring you close to his family because he understands that those are the people you're going to be dealing with at the long term. So you need to have this at the back of your mind. When a man wants to take you to the next level, he gives you. That's the honest truth. Love comes with giving. When a man cannot give you, he cannot marry you. I don't believe as anything as a stingy man. Love naturally comes with giving. He wants to take care of you so long as he can afford it. Every little thing, you know, you complain, he wants to care for you, he wants to show you love, he wants to give you the little he has. Now you need to pay attention of all these little things in a relationship, because what a man cannot give you in a relationship, he cannot give you in marriage. Yes. And that's why I said the most powerful thing is your conversations, what you communicate about, what you talk about. Because when you get married, you talk more than you have sex. That's the honest truth. So if you cannot communicate about these things, it is those communication, those things you talk about that excite him, that want to spring up the future, that keeps his mind busy and his imagination busy, getting him to wonder what the future is going to be like. Now, there's something you don't understand as a woman. You need to be able to be the one to put this thought in a man's head. Some men might not even be ready to get married. Yes, but the things you talk about, the things you communicate about can begin to trigger him to begin to say, oh, this is good, oh, this is nice. So you begin to play with his imaginations for him to be looking forward to the future. There's some certain things, if you don't talk about to a man, trust me, you might never get to dream it. That's the honest truth. So as a woman, you need to be very, very sure of the things you want to talk about. Many of you don't know what to talk about in a relationship. It's all about sex, 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 sex. No, your communication, your conversation should be very strong. It should be futuristic. It should be something, because marriage is a futuristic thing. So if you're not talking about a futuristic thing when you back about this, then what are you going to the marriage to do? So you need to have this at the back of your mind. Your conversation should be key, should be top notch. Think of the things you want to talk about, things that are futuristic, things that you look forward to seeing in the future. Those are the things you should talk about in a relationship. Now, when you do this, trust me, there's a tendency that this guy is going to marry you. There's no magic about it. It's not about a matter of cooking 5 times a day, or having sex with him 20 times a day, or having sex with him 50 times a day. Sex is the cheapest thing a man can get right now. Now, if you want to keep a man, you must be ready to give him something that money cannot buy, and that is value. So if you want a man to take it to the next level, trust me, you must be valuable. Trust me. No matter how daft or how stupid a man is, he cannot throw away diamond or throw away gold. You know why? Because gold is valuable. And even when you throw it away, somebody's going to pick it, resell it, and make good money out of it. Now, you need to be able to show a man value if you actually want him to value you. Earn that respect. You don't need to beg for respect. I love you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, because we're going to be bringing a lot of intellectual, educative, emotional, and mind-blowing topics here on Okoro Blessed Media. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification button. I love you guys, and see you guys some other time. Come take some sugar. You know I always give you guys some sugar before I go. Come. I love you guys.